you still dream about when we were young and the world was our playground to claim? Everything seemed like a new gift just waiting for us to share. Do you still dream that we're falling in love for the first time again?
We are at Haley Farm State Park. And what would you consider it, Jane? Groton?
It's in Groton.
Groton, Connecticut. Almost like near Noank. And this is the beginning of the trail that we usually take. And as you can see, they basically mow out the field so you can get through. During the early spring, the whole field's short. Now you can see we have some lovely flowers on the left.
Some would call weeds, but yeah, pretty.
Pretty weeds. The property used to be an old farm, obviously, and you can really see it in the huge stone walls throughout the property. As we start to head more into the woods, you will see this a lot. As you can see, the path is wide and it's maintained well. Again, it is a state park. It is free. There is no charge. Even if you're not a state resident of Connecticut, you don't pay anything. So don't think that that is something you got to worry about here. Some state parks in Connecticut you do have to pay, unless you're a state of Connecticut resident, which you don't pay anything. And as you can see on the right, really big and beautiful stone walls. As we go through the park, we will show photographs of other ones. Some of them actually look like they're collapsing. But we're off to a good start here. And as you can see, there's an opening ahead in the stone wall, which we will head into. And when we get to something that's a little bit different, we'll come back. So here we are. Once you get past that first part, you hook a right and you're on this path. As you can see, it's real wide. It's not rocky. This is a very simple hike. Not hilly at all, really. Nothing to really challenge yourself, but it's a good starting point for anyone who's just trying to get out into some fresh air and try to get themselves active. And as you can see, it's real wooded and it's very, very beautiful. So if it's a real sunny day, a little bit warm, this is a great path, great trail to avoid the sunlight for most of it. Even when it's a little drizzly, it's a good trail because you really don't get the drizzle with all these leaves. As you can see, it's very, very wooded here. Very pretty. I'm getting the music from the house that's near here. Obviously they're having a party, so you'll hear that in the background probably the rest of this. It's in a neighborhood, the park. Most of the time it's just dead quiet, but obviously they're celebrating July 5th because I guess the 4th was all booked up. And now you get a little bit of rockage, nothing crazy, flat, some minor hills, nothing major at all. Always important to wear bug spray if you get bit a lot, as my wife does. Yes. Yes, because you're so sweet. This is probably the biggest obstacle of the whole trail. There are many, many trails. The ones that we're showing you today are just a fragment of what's here. They are marked on the map that I have showed you at the beginning of this episode. And as you can see, just real pretty. And you can see again, more of the stone wall. This whole area is just filled with these stone walls. And of course, if you're ever in New England, you see stone walls like this. Predominantly, it's because of former farms that were in the area. Because at one point, none of this was wooded. When the settlers came here, they took the trees down and farmed everything here. More of the path. And again, just the huge stone walls that are on this property are amazing to look at, and we're in complete shade. Now that we're a little bit deeper, the beautiful sunlight coming through. It's about, what, about 6:30 right now? I would say about 6:30, but it is July 5th, as I stated previously, 6:45. So the sun is kind of starting to go down. A couple hours, actually, probably 2-3 hours. 2 hours it'll be down, and you can see how shaded it is. Even if the sun was up high, you'd be shaded in here. So it's great for people maybe that burn easily and you want to stay out of the sun. This is a great park to come do your nature hiking. And just real nice. We've seen deer out here on occasion, right?
Yeah.
Seen possums. So lots of nature out here too. Lots of birds. Although I'm not really seeing any birds today, but they're probably getting over their hangover from yesterday. See, these trees have fallen and they've come out, cut them, and cleared the path. So again, a good job by state workers coming out here making sure this is ready for people to use. Again, Connecticut state residents, free. This is a free one anyway, so it wouldn't really matter. Right here?
I stepped on it.
So be careful. My wife fell down here when I was out of town.
Right on one of these.
Watch out for these branches.
Roots.
The roots are there. There are roots that stick out from time to time. Be careful. Pay attention. Should be good to go. Another split. You can go that way, go this way. They're everywhere.
You can go really short paths, or you can go up to like 3 miles.
So you go up to 3 miles. Hey, you could do 6 miles. You do it twice.
Yeah, there you go.
So whatever you want to do. I think the one we're doing today is what, about 2.5 miles?
Something like that, yeah.
So nothing too strenuous. Try to stay active. I have type 2 diabetes, so trying to keep active. And here we go. That's a tough one there.
It's one of the challenges.
One of the challenges. Ooh. And as you can see, the rocks really just go either way. They're everywhere. And it's one of the things that I really like about the park are those stone walls.
How many hours? Oh, yeah,
There's a biker. This person's lagging behind. Hi. And as we said earlier, bikers galore tonight.
Good day for biking.
Good day for biking. Hi.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Hi.
Good day to be out here.
It is. One more bag.
Hi. And there you go. It was like a regular
Tour de France.
Tour de France in the woods. That's rare. Usually you see 2 or 3, but to see that many, obviously they're all related. No, I have no idea. So definitely a group that's here. And then we did see a few cars. I think they probably rode their bikes here and are from that neighborhood that's over there, which we'll show you later. But again, proving the point again that there are bikers out here too. And when I said bikers, I didn't mean motorcyclists, just guys, people on bikes. And now it's clear again and lovely. And everyone's friendly. Great place to come. I think I was recording that. So we come out to the biggest road on the whole thing. It's not even a road, it's just a path for people.
Yeah, no traffic allowed here.
Yeah, no traffic.
Just paved.
It's just paved for your convenience.
Yes. We'll walk through a little section of this and then we'll meet back with the park. Well, this is all part of the park anyway. But
Yep, still part of it. Even over to that side, it's all part of the park. This is the next path, and you see there's a gate. Reminds you, signage that reminds you that it closes at sundown. Like every,
dogs on a leash.
keep your dogs on a leash.
And yeah.
And no motor vehicles. And again, the paths are wide, they're clear, it's easy to navigate. You're not, a few obstacles like that we showed you before. But again, real wide and real shady.
Yeah, and pretty flat.
Yeah.
Really any up or down hills.
It's a great one when you're first starting. And this path here is at the beginning when we first come in, and I showed you the sign that shows the map of the park. If you just walk down here and then walk back, it'll give you a little walk, something basic and easy. You can give that a shot. Okay, as you can see, opens right up. And right over here to the right is where we're going to be going. You can walk it all the way up, or you can cut across, obviously.
And you go straight ahead and end up at the parking lot. So.
Right, so if you go straight, like a couple hundred yards, you're in the parking lot again. But we're going to add to our walk today and go back into the woods. And this is where it gets very shaded again. And again, there's never really any spot that's really, except for the very beginning and the very end, where you're in total sunlight. If you look to the right, you can see the railroad tracks. And straight ahead into the cove, and then when we get past this corner, you'll see the whole thing. It's just gorgeous. So you really get everything here. You get get some woods, get some open spaces, and then you get a bunny, yeah, and you get water views. So pretty nice. So this is the last stretch. It's on its way. We're on our way back now to the parking lot. And it's open space, as you can see. If you look back, you can see the sun setting. It's nice. And then the water. And then it opens up here. And again, earlier in the year, it's obviously right now we're in the middle of the summer, everything's just beautifully green. And there you go.
There's music down at the beach down there.
Yeah, having obviously some music at the beach, as Jen said. And then people with their houses I wish I owned. Yes. So again, very, very nice. As you can see, like we said before, nature, and there is a deer. Clear as a bell. Wow. So you never know what you're going to see out here. Beautiful. This is on the end path to the parking lot, and she's just eating. All right, so when you see this house, you know you're towards the end of the path.
So it borders the property.
So today we saw deer. We talked about it earlier in the video. Saw deer. We're seeing a pretty good sunset right now. Oh, and a bird. You can just hear them today. But again, usually we hear the music from Meg's, was it Meg's Point?
I know, it's called Extra Point Beach.
Extra Point Beach. That's near here, so they're having a concert tonight and you can hear it, but usually it's quiet. But we've seen about everything that we thought we'd see and more today. Now here is the one part, as we get to the end, that's a little bit interesting, and that's this little woody bridge that's kind of overgrown. Right, so as you can see, it's a little bit of a challenge. Nothing major, but it is the one thing. Sometimes when it rains a lot, it gets a little muddy. But we haven't had that at all today. And now you can see we're coming out. And when we get through this, you go to the right up there a little bit, and there's the parking lot. All right, so we're up to the top now. And everything, again, is pretty well maintained. It's easy to walk. And you can see the parking lot. Sunset. And then of course the bike route. And that'll do it. So thanks for taking this hike with Jen and Mike. And have a good night.